Good morning, happy Thursday, and to all my fellow Dragon Ball fans out there, happy Goku Day! Alright! Yes, I have shared in the past many times of my love of the prestigious manga and anime, how it changed the face of that culture, probably forever, and I love it so. And actually, for those of you who, don't know, well, obviously, pretty much everyone would know the character, but those of you who don't know what's going on, 3 years ago today, Japan officially announced that they would make May 9th a Goku Day, which is funny because Goku was, well, see, the date is May 9th, so 5-9, but 5-9 in Japanese can be pronounced as Goku. Another interesting fact about Japanese numbers is, you guys know I'm a fan of One Piece, and, Monkey D. Luffy's devil fruit power is the Gum Gum fruit, but in Japanese, it's referred to as the Gomu Gomu no Mi. And in a lot of, media, you see Luffy wearing the number 56. Well, that's how you pronounce Gomu, is how you pronounce 56 in Japanese. So, yeah. You get to learn about numbers today in Japanese. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, but yes, it is Goku Day. I am so incredibly happy. I love all the yelling. I love all the fighting. I love how the big spiky hair sticks up, which is funny because yesterday I got my hair cut myself. Yes, I got my hair cut yesterday. It looks incredible. My barber is super nice, super talented, and man, it was fun talking to her again. Again, she graduated from Horseheads with me, and so, it's fun to reminisce, and I love it so. We pretty much talked about, summer plans, what we're going to do, places to do up at, Keuka Lake. Oh, it was a wonderful, wonderful time. And, and the best part is, because again, normally my family will go out for Mother's Day, but we don't know what we're doing. So if we are going out on Mother's Day, get a haircut, look nice for the occasion. But if we end up not going out, I got my haircut anyway. So everything's fine. Something else happened yesterday, but I'll make a hint as to what it was at the very end. So anyway, yesterday I talked about, a day in the life of, what a student could do at Trinity Pauling if they're not overloaded with, schoolwork and, sports and, everything else. So, and I didn't really get to everything. So right now I'm going to try my best to talk about other things that I didn't get an opportunity to mention. So yes, today is a part 2 of the topic. Don't worry. Yeah. So I mentioned that, yesterday that I did, participate in theater, and obviously you could do theater if you wanted to. That was always fun. When I was at Trinity Pauling, we had a fall, a spring, and a winter show. Not in that order, obviously. And when I was during the fall, the play was a black comedy. In the winter, it was it's actually based on a Marx Brothers skit, if you will. It's A Day in Hollywood and a Night in the Ukraine. I actually really like that one. I actually got legitimate I never really got to do many speaking lines at Horseheads. This was actually the first time I had legitimate speaking lines, and I really got because I can do a good Groucho Marx impersonation. But that's not the here or there. Anyway, there was that, and easily the funnest one we did in the spring was a series of one-acts, where basically it was a bunch of dating scenarios, the McDonald's Mafia, and the one that I was in. It was basically, the premise is, Adam and Eve are talking to God, and because Adam and Eve have essentially done everything they could do, and they don't know what to do next. So God, voiced by yours truly, and I do mean voiced. That's actually my first official thing of voiceover work. I wanna set that on record right now. I have done voiceover before, and it's actually a dream job of mine, but, maybe someday, I don't know. Anyway, but basically God makes them play a game where Adam and Eve basically try and guess what God is thinking. And they play for so long that Adam and Eve eventually die, and therefore their descendants are playing the game now. So yeah, it was actually a really fun play, written by a very talented and extraordinary individual who just so happened to be our valedictorian when I was at Trinity Poly. Speaking of which, I would like to apologize to him about something on camera. Don't know if he'll actually get this message, but I hope he does. See, when I was at Trinity Poly, another thing that you could do is be a writer for the school paper that was called The Phoenix. And the writer of the play was in, the guy I just mentioned. He would try and promote The Phoenix every, morning chapel. But and this is by no fault of his own, because he really is trying to make a newspaper sound exciting. But he would sort of ramble on about just going to buy the Phoenix and reading it. So a few of my wrestling teammates dared me to do this, but at one point as he was promoting the Phoenix, I just yelled out in front of the entire chapel, "The Phoenix is out, read it." He was not happy with me. I mean, we're cool now, but I never really had an opportunity to formally apologize for it. So, on the off chance you're watching this, well, obviously I'm sorry, and I hope you're doing well. That would actually make my day if I knew, if at all, you were doing well. So, yes. It feels good to apologize for that, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, there was the school paper, The Phoenix. One thing that you could obviously, it is a campus, and when the days are warm and nice and sunny, you can go suntanning. So, yeah, guys did that. Looking back at it now, I actually am kind of glad that there really were no girls there, because that would sort of send kind of a wrong message if you had, girls see, quote-unquote hot guys tanning or something, I don't know. But yeah, you could do that. Again, I mentioned that there was a pickup soccer game. There was the sort of softball league thing going on. That was always great. One awesome thing that happened, and funny enough, I think this was when the New York Broadway trip went to see either it was In the Heights or it was West Side Story, or it might have been Guys and Dolls, I forget which. Chris Sheridan, who was the producer of Family Guy, actually came and actually showed an episode that had not aired yet. Family Guy was all the rage back then. I was actually a Family Guy nut back then. So much so that one of the teachers actually asked me a trivia question about the show, and he actually gave me a special bathrobe that I still have to this day, and it actually still fits to this day. Now, you've seen me wear my robe before. In fact, you can actually kind of see it behind me. This is a different robe. The robe in question is white, and actually, yeah, you can actually see the white robe too. There's actually a reason why I don't wear that robe. I'm not gonna, actually, it's not really anything too bad. Plus, again, it is an animated show. Basically, right around here, there's actually a picture of Peter Griffin, who is not fully clothed, if you get my meaning. So just take my word for it. I still have the robe. It's actually right there behind me. So, yeah. You know, I still have it, still had fun. And, I mean, I didn't get to see the Chris Sheridan, assembly because again, I went to see a Broadway show in New York. Although, looking back on it, I don't really know if, man, that's actually a tough call to see if that was actually, like, the best decision I made or not. Oh, well. But, one thing that definitely does happen, roughly at the end of the year, in fact, it just happened this past weekend, is, Trinity Pawling actually had a, rock concert, promoting, because, I mean, you have plenty of talented people at Trinity Pawling, so, they had sort of like a rock concert. In fact, I actually remember when I was at Trinity Pawling and when we had the rock concert then. One of my classmates, who also did a lot of the theater shows with me, as well as a really good lacrosse and hockey player, and soccer player. He was actually from Canada. He and another teacher of mine, another teacher at Trinity Pawling. I didn't have this guy as a teacher. He was a math teacher. He actually coached the 7th and 8th grade soccer team, and they were called the Mighty Fourths. I'll get into that another time, don't worry. But those two guys actually got on stage, and they played guitar and bass, and they sang "Come Together" by the Beatles. That was really fun. I mean, I do love the Beatles, so nothing wrong about that. Although, speaking of the Beatles, I am kind of interested in seeing the movie Yesterday. That's coming out soon. Maybe I'll see it. I don't know if we actually get it. So, I mentioned a lot of the big activities that go on during the weekends. There was on Saturday nights, they had like dances at other schools, or you can go see a movie or whatever. But honestly, if none of that appealed to you at all, you could always just hang out at the cave. Yep, the school hangout, the cave, where, they had like food, a big old TV with a lot of chairs, where ESPN was playing all day and all night long. Not literally, but we did watch it a lot. I mean, we're guys. A lot of us play sports. You can piece it together. And the food they would give us Mama's Pizza. So again, I've given my praise about Mama's a lot in the past. So I'll just put you this way: Mama's is to the Pawling area what in Yellows is to this whole area. I'll just leave it at that. They had like chicken fingers. You get like breakfast stuff like bagels or muffins. That was always really cool. Let's see. What else do they have? I think that was really good. Oh, actually, one thing they did have at the cave, and this is actually a really funny story. See, in this area, there actually used to be a very famous bakery called Crystal City Bakery, but it actually went out of business because Wegmans had really started coming into their own, opening up their baking station, and now Wegmans is now the ipso facto best place to get all your baked goods. But Crystal City Bakery was really good. It was from Crystal City Bakery where I had what are called Half Moon cookies. It's basically a cookie that's chocolate frosting on one side and vanilla frosting on the other. Simple enough, but it's supposed to resemble a half moon. Funny enough, the cave actually had those too, but they called them black and white cookies. But whether you call them half moon cookies or black and white cookies, I call it good food, and it's delicious. It was awesome, and I cannot wait to have myself another one again soon. I mean, they're pretty easy to. I mean, it's essentially just a sugar cookie with frosting on it. I mean, anyone could really make those. Well, provided that you know how to bake and get your baking measurements right. But that's enough for semantics. So, yeah. There was a lot of stuff you could do at Trinity Pawling. And I was stopping myself from yawning right there. There's a lot of stuff you could do. I would always have fun every single day when I was able to do any of that at all. And yeah, all that's left to do is get ready for the weekend, because today is Thursday. Although, speaking of which, I have no idea what First We Feast and Hot Ones are going to do today. I really don't. Like, I haven't seen anything on, like, Instagram or nothing. Like, no new news about Truth or Dab, or no, I mean, they already did a Q&A, and they wouldn't reveal the hot sauce lineup 2 weeks until, they don't reveal the hot sauce lineup until a week before season 9 premieres. So I have no idea what they're doing today. It'll be fun to find out, though. So, yeah. A lot of stuff to do with Trinity Pawing, a lot of stuff to look forward to today. I don't know. This is awesome. I'm just in a really good mood because of what happened last night. And, speaking of which, if you excuse me, I have a thank you note to deliver. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. Follow me on the social media platforms. I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I am hoping we all have a wonderful Thursday. Happy Goku Day for my fellow Dragon Ball fans. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. I know making a good choice for me would be getting that thank you note delivered. Take care, everybody.